Hi, and welcome to English Expressions Online Tutoring. All right, today we're going to do a speaking lesson with you. And specifically, we're going to learn how to speak more like a native speaker. Okay, now remember that native English speakers speak English a little differently than proper English. Content words, which are nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs, native English speakers say them fully because they have a lot of meaning. But function words, which are articles, conjunctions, and pronouns, etc., prepositions, we say them quickly and we link them. And we use the short vowel sound, schwa, it's very short, to shorten the words when we say them. All right, today we're going to learn how native English speakers pronounce pronouns. So pronouns are function words. So many times, and actually usually, native English speakers say pronouns a little differently than proper English. Okay, now, pronouns are nouns, but they're not content words. They are function words. Why? Well, when we use them, we are not using the name of the noun. Why? Because we know who we are talking about. We don't need to use their name. So really the pronoun is not very important because we know in the conversation who we are talking about. All right, let's look at first person pronouns. And first we're going to look at the first person singular subject pronoun, I. Now, when I is at the beginning of a sentence, native English speakers usually just say and it's very short. They just say schwa instead of I. For example, I love pizza. Now this is good English, but sometimes a native English speaker might say, I love pizza. I love pizza. Okay? So they won't say I, you see? I, the long I sound is a diphthong. That means there's two vowel sounds. I. It takes a long time. We just say, I love pizza. I cannot go to school today. Nah, native English speakers wouldn't really say like that. It's too long. A native English speaker would say, I can't go to school today. Okay, now, I can't. We would link the I, and we use schwa, onto can't. And notice how we don't say cannot. We would use the contraction. Native English speakers use the contraction a lot, 90% of the time. And go to. To is a preposition. And it is a function word also. And we link it on to the verb go. Go to. I can't go to school today. I did not do it. A native English speaker would probably say, I didn't do it. So instead of I, they would say, And instead of did not, they would use the contraction. I didn't do it. And here, do it. The vowel oo and I, they're two vowels. So we link them by putting a W sound. See? Ooh, wit. It's very similar to W. So when your mouth makes a round shape for the vowel, and another vowel is next, and you want to link them, usually you will use the W sound. What can I eat? What can I eat? What can I eat? She and I went shopping. She and I went shopping. See, notice how we don't say and, she and I. We use schwa for the vowel sound in and. She and I. And we'll drop the D and link it onto the I. She and I went shopping. And notice how in shopping, we drop the G. All right. Now, the next first person pronoun is the first person plural subject pronoun that we're going to look at today. And that's we. We. Now, we is said fully. We like studying English. So notice here, we, except when it's used as a contraction. So we are, the contraction is we're. But notice that's a long E, we. Native English speakers wouldn't say that. They would say we're. We're going to see a movie. Native English speakers wouldn't say we're. They would say, we're gonna see a movie. So notice, we're. We use schwa instead of the long E. We use schwa. We're. And going to, we link and we say gonna, and schwa's at the end of that. See ya, and notice how the article a, we just use schwa for that, and we link it onto the verb. See ya, movie. We're gonna see a movie. We are tired, so we're gonna go home. A native English speaker wouldn't say that. A native English speaker would use the contraction and say we're, but they wouldn't say we're, they would say we're. We're tired, so we're gonna go home. We're tired, so the contraction, and we would use schwa for the contraction, we're. We're tired, so we're, and you see we're is in there again, and we say we're gonna, and that means going to. We link them and use schwa. Gonna go home. Okay, now, there is also the first person object pronouns. And the first person singular object pronoun is me. And me, we say it fully. Please help me. A native English speaker would say that. Please help me. Just say me. We say it fully. Now, the first person plural object pronoun is us. Us. And here, we wouldn't use the U sound. We would use schwa. Us. And notice how and are very similar, okay? Except schwa is very short. Us. They invited us to dinner. Native English speaker wouldn't say that. It's too long. They invited us to dinner. They invited us. Okay? So notice how the D links onto the schwa in us. They invited us to. To is a function word. It's a preposition. We don't say to. We say to dinner. They invited us to dinner. Can you help us? Can you help us? Native English speaker wouldn't say that. Can you help us? Can you help us? Okay, now, notice, can you? Native English speakers don't say you, and we'll study that next. Can you? Okay, they use schwa instead of oo. Can you help us? Can you help us? And notice how the P in help links on to the schwa in us. Can you help us? Okay, so the second person, and that's you. And the second person subject or object, singular or plural, is the same. It's you. You. And here we don't say, ooh, it's too long, right? We say, yeah. Why do we do this? It saves time. You. Yeah, it's like half the size. So we do this for the subject pronouns. You look beautiful. Nah, we would say, you look beautiful. You look beautiful. And this could be singular or plural. Can you come to my house? Native English speaker wouldn't say that. It's too long. A native English speaker would probably say, can you come to my house? Can you come to my house? Can you? Can you? And notice how we link the you onto the can. Can you come to? Again, there's to, the function word, preposition. And we don't say to, say to. Can you come to my house? We do this for the second person object pronoun also, whether it's singular or plural. I will give you this. Here. Native English speakers wouldn't say that. A native English speaker would say, I'll give you this. Here. Okay? And this could be singular, one person, or two or more people. Okay? And a native English speaker here would use the contraction. I'll give you. So give links on to you. Give you this. Here. Now, notice how in those sentences, there was only one you. But if we have separate groups of you, right? They're separate groups. And they could be one person or many people. In this case, we say you fully because we want to distinguish between them. We want to separate them into different groups. I'll give you this and I'll give you this. Okay? So notice how here we just say you fully because they're different yous. So we want to make sure that they know they're separate. All right. So sometimes we also do this for the third person pronouns. let's look at the third person singular subject pronouns. She, we just say them fully. Now notice how we need that, okay? It's important. So we keep it on. She's nice. She's nice. And a native English speaker would say that. She's nice. They say she fully. And of course they would use the contraction. They wouldn't say she is nice. Maybe they would say she is nice, but they probably would say she's nice. Use the contraction. For it, most of the time we just say it. But sometimes it's such a short word. You could use schwa. So you could say, oh, it's hot. Or you could say, oh, it's hot. It's hot. So you could use schwa instead of it. Oh, it's nice outside. Okay, we also have he. Now, he starts with an H. And many times in English, we drop the H. We don't pronounce it. But we only drop the H if it's in the middle of a sentence. So if he is, now it's a subject, right? So it's gonna, many times, most of the time, it will be in the beginning of the sentence. So he is my student. A native English speaker would say, he's my student. They would say he, and they pronounce the H. But if he is in the middle of a sentence, they will probably link and drop the H. I think he is hungry. Native English speaker wouldn't say that. A native English speaker would say, I think he's hungry. I think he's hungry. I think he's. So think links onto E, just a long E sound, but we drop the H. I think he's hungry. He's hungry. And notice how the H in hungry is kind of dropped. I think he's hungry. I think he's hungry. And we just link the S onto the vowel in hungry, the U sound. But because there's an S and a vowel, we put a Z sound in the middle. I think he's hungry. And we link the S onto the U. I think he's hungry. I think he's hungry. I think he's hungry. What time will he arrive? Native English speaker probably wouldn't say that. A native English speaker would probably say, what time will he arrive? What time will he arrive? So here we have lots of linking. What time will, what time will, no, what time will, we use the contraction there. What time will he? Drop the H, link it on to the L's. What time will he arrive? Where is he? Native English speaker might say that. Or a native English speaker could say, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? So here, notice, where is he? Where is he? And here for is, we use the contraction, but it's sort of, we just use schwa. Where is he? And we drop the H, link the long E onto the S. Where is he? Okay, now, for the third person plural subject pronoun, we say it fully. It's like we, and this is they. And they, we say fully. So for example, they like this class. They like this class. They like this class. They like this class. We don't really use schwa for this. They like this class. We say it fully. But like we are, when we say they are and use the contraction, we don't say that. We say, right, they're. They are cleaning the room. Native English speaker wouldn't separate are and they. They would use the contraction. They're cleaning the room. But a native English speaker wouldn't say they're. A native English speaker would say they're. They're cleaning the room. And notice how in cleaning, we drop the G. And we just use the N. Cleaning. They're cleaning the room. We are happy they are coming to visit. A native English speaker would say that that's too long to say. A native English speaker would say, we're happy they're coming to visit. We're happy. Okay, so we're, not we're happy. We're happy, they're, and notice how actually in happy, we drop the H a little bit. We're happy. We're happy they're, okay, so they're, not there. We're happy they're coming, drop the G, t. We don't say to, it's a preposition, it's a function word. We use schwa, to visit. We're happy they're coming to visit. All right, we also do this for the third person object pronouns. Now remember, it is an object pronoun and a subject pronoun. And again, like I said before, you use schwa for it. I like it. I like it. Okay? I like it. So, I like it? No, I like it. And notice how the K, we link it onto the schwa in it. We like it. We also say her differently for a female. And here, we drop the H. And we use schwa. And we link it onto the previous word. Pass her the pen. Pass her. Pass her. We link the pass onto and we use schwa. Pass her. Pass her the pen. It's faster. I met her at school. I met her. I met her. The T links onto the We drop the H. I met her at school. And notice how I met her rat. The R links onto the at. I met her at. Sounds like a rat. I met her at school. All right. The last two object pronouns we're going to look at today are the third person object pronoun, singular, him, and the third person plural object pronoun, them. These two, we say them the same. We drop the TH, we drop the H, and we say Now, how do we know which one we're talking about? So for example, this sentence, I know him, I know him, I know him. Are we talking about him or them? How do we know? Well, remember, we are using the pronouns. So the person we're talking to, they will know who we're talking to. So we'll say this for him or them. I know him. He's my friend. You see, here I'm talking about one man or one boy. I know them. They're my friends. You see? We use it for they, them as well. Plural, the plural third person object pronoun. We say We use schwa for instead of the vowel sound. So notice how in him there's a short I sound. We just use schwa, And notice how in them, it's a short E sound. We just say we use schwa. So, I cooked him dinner. This could have two meanings. It could mean him or them. I cooked him dinner because he was hungry. And here we wouldn't say was. We would say, I cooked him dinner because he was. And notice how we don't say because, we drop the B. Cause. I cooked him dinner cause see, and we drop the H, cause he was. And we don't use was. We don't use the short A. We use schwa, cause he was hungry. I cooked him dinner cause they were hungry. I cooked them dinner because they were hungry. I cooked them dinner because they were. And we don't say were. We use schwa. We're hungry. And here, I think in the first example, I dropped the H and said they were hungry. We're hungry. And I linked the R onto the U in hungry. All right. So today we learned that native English speakers pronounce function words and hear pronouns a little bit differently. Sometimes, for example, for he, we drop the consonant. Or for him. Or for them, we say E or We also know that we use schwa for some pronouns. Like for I, we don't say I, we say Or for the contraction we're or there, we say were or there. All right. Stay tuned, English Expressions, for more English tutoring videos.
Visit EnglishExpressYes.com and please like and please subscribe.